Welcome back, guys, to another program. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 shifts to reprogram your mind for success. So, if you find that you just, for some reason, you feel like you're stuck in this mental prison where you can't get out of this trap, either if it's with your body and your health and your weight loss, if it is with a dream that you're trying to accomplish, whatever it may be, if you find that you're constantly stuck and you can't seem to get out of this little trap, today I'm going to help you shift that in 5 main steps. Mind you, after watching this, you are going to be thinking, feeling, and believing about yourself completely differently. So, my first and foremost question is, have you ever had moments in your life where you feel unstoppable, like you can almost accomplish anything? Maybe when you graduated college or when you graduated university. Maybe when you accomplished a hard task in your life, or you're like the hero in somebody's story, saving their dog or their cat, something like that. And you felt so good. You felt on top of the world. You felt like Superman or Superwoman in a way, and that you could go accomplish anything. Well, the truth is, if you would have stayed in that state of being, you probably could have. You probably could have kept going and accomplishing quite amazing things in your life. Now, I do want you to reflect, though, on the 180 of this. Whenever you are trying to change, let's say, for today's topic is, let's say you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to get your health on track. When you quit, whenever you struggled, whenever the weight came back, whenever you fell off track, how were you being in that state? What was your state of being? How are you feeling, thinking? Was it in a high state of like, I am so confident, I believe in myself, I can accomplish anything? Or was it more so in a state of being of like, I can't do this, and doubts creeping in and fears creeping in? It's like, I can never lose weight. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I'm not motivated. Now's not the time. Probably that, right? See, that's the thing. Every single time we've quit on our journey, our goals, our dreams, it's always because we're not living in our highest state of being. We fall back into our old programming. We fall back into our old ways, into fear-based thinking, right? Doubtful thinking, the lower states of being. And the question is, why would we want to stay there, right? That doesn't serve us. That doesn't allow us to live the life we want and feel the way we want to feel about ourselves, right? A confident person isn't walking around constantly thinking, I'm not good enough and I can't do this. So if you want to be confident and a confident person, why are you thinking those thoughts about yourself? It's leading you in the exact opposite way. So that's what we're going to dive into today, guys, here is I'm going to help you completely shift this so you can install self-belief, so you can unlock these barriers to finally accomplish your goals. Now, for those who don't know, my name is Caden here, the CEO and founder of Coach Hayward. I help 40 plus age professionals do these shifts, unlock limiting beliefs, rewire their habits and their mindsets, and get their weight, their health, and their fitness on track permanently so they never have to suffer, struggle with body insecurities or health issues ever again. And I'm going to share this with you in 5 main steps. So here's the thing is the truth is when you're in the highest state of being, you never quit on yourself. Okay. You never, ever quit on yourself. So number one, the first shift here to unlock this unstoppable self-belief, to program this into you, is understand that you don't lack ability. And it's not that you're not good enough. You've just been conditioned to lack self-belief and to think about doubt and poor thoughts. So let me repeat that. You don't lack ability. You're not missing some secret sauce to get out of this trap that you're in. It's just that you've been conditioned over time to lack self-belief. Okay, you believe that you can't do it. You believe that it is doubt, okay, that you can't do it, that you're not going to get there. That's the thing. Is self-doubt isn't actually a real thing, right? It's literally just a repeated thought that you've accepted as the truth because it's always in your awareness, right? Self-doubt is not actually real. It's not a real thing. It's just a thought that's constantly running in your mind, and then you're choosing to believe it. So the shift number one here, guys, is accepting that you have not truly fully decided to be great at this yet. Like, let me ask you this. Have you truly committed to mastering your health? Have you truly committed to mastering your body to get the body that you want, the confidence? Have you truly committed to saying, I am going to be a confident person. I will do this? Or are you still thinking, I hope I can lose weight. I hope this next diet works. I hope this plan works, right? Have you committed to mastering yourself and becoming that being? Or have you just been doing the diets, the programs, and dipping your toes in the water? So that's shift number one, is accepting that you don't lack anything. You just haven't decided yet. Okay, you just haven't fully decided yet. So that's the first shift, okay? Because it all comes from thoughts. Because your thoughts will impact your emotional state of being, and your emotional state of being will always cause you to take some sort of action. And the action will then get you the results, which then impacts your belief system. And your belief system will produce the constant thoughts that you're having in your awareness, right? So that's how the formula works. So shift number two here is the core difference between those just like you who have came from the same exact battles and struggles and ways of life, right? There's people out there who are just like you, who did succeed, and the ones who did not succeed, understanding that it was a decision that it's going to happen. Because what is a decision? A decision is tied in with a belief. I am going to do this. I believe I'm going to do this. I decide I'm going to do this. I decide I'm going to go to church, right? I believe that going to church is good for me. So it's all that shift, right? We want to stop hoping. A lot of this comes from our vocabulary. If you want to find any kind of limiting beliefs you might have, reflect on your vocabulary. We don't want to hope. Hope is just putting out that goal, that vision out there and just saying, well, good luck. I hope it happens. It's not on me, right? Same with wishing. I wish it happens. Wishing is just saying, I don't have control and I'm just hoping something magical happens in my life to get me what I want. No. You have to decide that you're going to make it happen. You have to decide that this is going to happen no matter what. And truly deciding, truly crossing that line in the sand. Not I'm going to try. Every time a client of mine on my call, there's like, I'm going to try to lose this weight and this goal that we have set. I'm really going to try my hardest. I always correct them. I say, we're not trying at all anymore. We're just doing. We're just being. This is just who you are and what you do now. And it's an identity shift. So just decide, guys, make it happen. And mind you, don't let the fear in the background speak louder than the faith. Do not let fear speak louder than faith, because it will overtake you and it'll drag you back every single time. So let's move on to number three. Shift number three is now you have to find the evidence for these new beliefs and this new way of thinking. So instead of looking at all the reasons why you can't do something, why you can't, lose weight or build that dream of yours, that hustle or whatever it may be, let's find evidence that you can. Okay, let's find all the evidence that you can. Where in your life have you already accomplished a hard task? College, having a kid, marriage, buying a home. All of these things you've already done in your life. These are all hard things. Okay, where was a time in your life that you really sucked at something, but now you're probably amazing at it? You're the first day on your job. You probably sucked, but now you're probably the boss. You're probably really good. Learning how to ride a bike, you probably sucked. But now you could probably ride a bike. Some of you could probably do wheelies, right? So that's the thing, is understanding that sometimes you have to be okay with just sucking, but knowing it's not going to suck forever. There is that learning curve and you're going to get there. Just like your health, your fitness, your weight loss, your body, and the change within yourself and accomplishing your dreams. They're all very similar. It's just that we have these little strings attached of old limiting beliefs and programs that people have programmed into us and society have programmed into us that we just need to strip away. We need to cut those old ties, because that's not truly who you are. Okay, you were not born into this world saying, I'm a low confident baby. I'm a baby that's not good enough, right? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. You don't go ask a parent of like, oh, look at that baby there. They're a low confident baby. They're not a good enough baby, right? It wouldn't make sense. Same thing for you now. It doesn't make sense. Okay, it doesn't make sense to put yourself in that trap and to believe that that's true and stay there and then suffer there, right? We cause our own suffering. 80% plus of the things that we think about and worry about never actually come true. So Focus on the good. Focus on the reasons why you can accomplish this. Focus on the reasons why you can do this and you can make these changes, and not all the reasons of why you can't, because that will never serve you. And that leads me to shift number 4 here, guys. Second last. Shift number 4 is that you were not born this way, you were programmed this way. Okay, you were not born this way. You were not born depressed. You were not born thinking you're ugly, thinking that your legs don't look good. You were not born being a low confident person. As a baby, you came out and you were absolutely perfect, and you still are perfect. But somewheres in your life, in your timeline, people, things, events, stuff happened that caused you to create these programs, these beliefs that you live by to this day that has impacted everything in your life. Low confidence. I'm just a low confident person. You're telling me that the day that you came out of your mom, you were a low confident person? Yeah, that's BS. No, 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 no. There was somewheres in your life where someone programmed that into you, where an event happened, and then that became your new belief system, and then you lived your life being a no confident person. And I'm telling you right now that you can make that shift happen, and it doesn't have to be as hard as you think. And you can live the rest of your life as that confident being. I remember for myself, I was in high school. After grade 7, I got extremely insecure. I lost all my confidence and my self-belief. And it was terrible. It was terrible. You know, I always tried to wear the same clothes as people. I always tried to fit in with other people. I tried to just copy what other people would do. I had so much low confidence. I quit soccer because I couldn't even hit the net anymore. And when I shot at the net, and I was an amazing soccer player, I wouldn't shoot as much at the net in hockey because I didn't believe in myself. So I passed the puck instead. It was terrible. It affected everything. Now I'm the most confident I've ever been, and I love myself beyond measures. But it wasn't always that way. It was 8 to 9 years of creating this identity of who I am now. And, you know, there were steps I had to take to get there. But it was accepting that I don't have to live this way. I don't always have to be this way for the rest of my life. I can change, right? You can change because you were not born this way. It's all programmed into you. So once you can understand this, you can take back your power. You can release these programs. You can find these programs and this resistance, and you can get back to your best state of being, right? Really dig in, really do the reflection, really do the inner work. Work on yourself as hard as you work on your job, and watch the magic happen in your life. Everything will change for you. And the last one here, guys, number 5, is stay in tune and don't go backwards. Once you're making these realizations and going through this transition phase, you're going to have a lot of things pop up. You're going to have a lot of resistance. The key here is when this stuff does pop up is you need to stay in this constant high state of being, because your mind's going to always try to pull you back to its old ways of being, its old programs, because the mind wants you to stay safe and secure, which means it wants you to do the same thing over and over again because that's what's known, right? That's what it knows, that if you do those things and you think those things, and if you be that way, you will stay alive. Thinking being that confident person might be uncomfortable right now because it's just not truly ingrained in who you are. But once it does, once you believe that you are that confident person and you prove it, sorry there, guys. Once you prove it, you be it, you act on it, you feel it, guess what? It's going to be like brushing your teeth in the morning. It's going to be like a habit. It's just a part of your identity, who you are and what you do. So this is why it's so important to stay in that tune. So here's the last thing I'll leave you off with for today is the moment that fear and doubt creeps in and you start to go backwards, use the 3-second rule. Number 1 is you catch it and you realize that, oh, this is just old programming. This is actually isn't who I am. This is just old ways of thinking and being. Number 2 is you replace it. Nope, I decide I am capable. When you're doubting yourself, right? Oh my gosh, how am I going to lose this weight? How am I going to do this? I fail every time. I'm not good enough. I don't know how I'm going to change these habits, blah, 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 blah. And it's doubts creeping in, right? Catch it. Nope, that's just old ways of thinking and being. I don't want to think that way anymore. I decide that I will do this and I can do this. And it's all just a decision. I can decide that I can't, or I decide that I can. And it's up to me. And then number 3 is you take action within 3 seconds. Move, speak, or do something positive that's going to help you feel better and want to do better. Because remember, you don't need motivation. You need decision. So make that decision and get to that dream. Get to that person that you've always wanted to be. It will all be worth it. I promise you that. Every single thing. It will all be worth it to you. Start today for better tomorrow. And that is the program for today, guys. So I really hope that this did help you. I hope that this made some sort of impact or shift in your life. If it did, please leave a review, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Your opinions matter. And, share it to a friend, like, subscribe. And if you want some genuine one-to-one transformational coaching where I can help you completely shift your health, your body, lose weight, step into your dream body and health state, and your way of thinking and being, it's exactly what we do here. So if you want that help as well to get to that next level in your life, shoot me a message on Instagram at coach.hayward, message me CH, or you can click the link in my bio, or I'm all around that you can find me there. And I'm always one message away to help you out. Start today for a better tomorrow.